All right, the recording is on. So I'm Gennady Batrakov, founder of Blogely, and with me is Tom Tate. So Tom, you could say a few words here.
Sure. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another version of the Gennady and Tate show. Oh, G&T. Oh, we could be. No, that's the wrong avenue this early in the day. But anyway,
Yeah,
glad to be back with you. And
yeah. Thanks, Tom. You're helping me to uncover many other things and it's good to have this live conversation, right?
all right. Well, I was a little late joining the meeting because I was creating an article for a client in Blogly,
Uh-huh.
and it was going quite well. In fact, I did my first research doc.
Oh, your
It's
first research. Okay. Now, how about you tell about this experience? I want to
yeah,
hear.
you know what? I'm accustomed to using the plugin. And let me move this over so I don't look so stark. I'm accustomed to using the plugin, so I'm going along and I'm doing it. I said, wait a minute, this probably would have worked better with the research. So I just popped my search string out.
Mm-hmm.
I opened up a new research doc, pasted it in, clicked on it, 15 seconds, boom, there was all the stuff down the sides. So I was like, oh, I like that. I mean, even with the plugin, which is very cool, you
You mean
still,
plugin, you mean an extension, right?
yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, the Chrome extension. Uh, so I was very thrilled with it. And then the meeting started, and I had to come over here. So, but I'm anxious to go back in and start pulling the content out. I opened
Yeah.
up a couple of them and saw how it was broken out. So
You
very,
know,
very nice.
you know that I had one issue came up today as a customer complaints, and I look at this. I found one issue with when you have open the multiple browsers. So they say if I open the multiple Chrome browser, I don't do that, but some people do.
Right?
It happens to be was an issue with recognizing. Oh, now is there a cat distracting me?
Yeah, my dog is down here. So
All right. So basically, was when the two browsers was or more open of the same like three Chrome browsers.
uh,
Apparently, we didn't. We looked at the first browser, one of the browsers, and picking up the wrong results. So that was not letting the recording. I mean the snapshots
oh,
happening on the site. So we're
interesting.
addressing this issue right now. So we are
Okay.
just right now, just as we speak, the developers are working now and providing a fix. So this fix, and also there was another one thing, was a setting, a little icon. The setting was
Yeah.
actually was meant to be was taken from the Bubbles planner and
Okay.
was
All right.
leading to the totally wrong page. So we basically removing. We realized we really don't need the settings on that extension. All the settings, there is no need for settings because that's picking up all the articles that you have in the set in the and just doing the recording specifically on that article. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I didn't click on anything like that. It worked just fine, but I only had the one browser open. So actually, I had another computer going, but that's
Yeah, also in research docs was one issue that we also discovered and we fixed that. Also, we're pending now this update today. We're going to release the update for the research docs. Was one of the in the codes when we did one of the branches was falling off during the last update. So
okay.
basically, we wiped out one record, but now we're fixing back. So it was like kind of when you click on it, try to preview on research doc wasn't showing. So
Uh,
we fix this right now. So it's actually right now it's pending fix. In the next hour or two, we will update on the production, and
See,
that
isn't that
will.
cool? I've learned so much. I've used software for decades, um, and I've always liked it. But this is fascinating to me to kind of look behind the scenes and say, okay, here's the release schedules, and here, oh, we saw this issue and we're fixing it. Pretty neat to see how it actually comes about.
I would be interested. So I would be interested in what the responses will be because I definitely want to show behind the scenes what we are planning to build, what we are, and what the stage of the development is. Like today, Paraphraser. And by the way, we're going to release the first version
Oh,
of Paraphraser today.
cool.
And the first version will be actually based on a 5 sentences AI-driven algorithm. We provide the 5 different versions of the same sentence, but again, don't expect that it's going to be totally override your content. It will not, right? So it's basically just giving a slight different variation of your sentences. However, it's driven by the AI TensorFlow, and it's a latest algorithm. And also with the time, it's going to be improving more and more and more. As any like machine learning algorithm, they will be improved. And the better they will be, the better responses we will have. So,
Wow.
in fact, actually, what I wanna do in the future, because we also letting the people to change the sentences around. Let's say they come up with the one structure, one layout of their block layout. It's all we're talking about blocks, right?
Right,
One
right.
block in one of your chapters of your content. You decide to set up in a certain way. We throw in the data in the AI, we get it back responses, but we don't change the structure. I mean, we don't change the layout of the sentences. That's what they will be in. However, I had this idea in the past, and I still want to do it. That implementing that, maybe reshuffling the sentences based on AI recommendations.
Right.
And we tried that on AI. It didn't work as much because there is no data for that, like how you lay
Okay.
out it's better. But what I'm thinking to do is we given this ability to change the sentences on the left side, and I will show it in the demonstration. We will
Okay.
have the ability to change the sentences on your respond from AI, the first respond from AI, and you will make, they say, updates. I want to drag and drop, they say, sentence number 5 in the position number 2, maybe sentence number 3, position number 10, and you could do that easily, just drag it and drop it. So, and then you can actually click on the one button and actually takes that content and paste it back on the right side in your craft. So what I
Nice.
was thinking is, we can actually initiate, if we have enough data with time, and the people will be doing it. Let's say people would like, say, to use the AI recommendations and say decide what the sentence they're gonna use, and then they will just record it to the right. Every time they will record it, what we can do, we can record, connect the machine learning to that, and before we even do that, we're gonna start building the data. If let's say on a specific content being transformed and move it to the craft, we will record before and after snapshots and then give it to, and if we have enough data, let's say if it happened 10,000 times, it's already good data for the machine learning. We can give it back to AI and let the AI sort it out. We can come up with algorithm to figure out what AI thinks and finding the similarity and consistency in this change in layout changes, and see if we can implement it in the future. That would be cool,
Wow.
right?
That would be cool. I think a lot of high school and college kids would like that for writing.
Or writing essays, right?
That's right.
Yeah. But no. But again, I just want to reiterate it
Yeah,
again and again. I'm not building it for spinners. I hate spinners. I want to
I
stay away
know.
as much as possible. All it is just we're trying to make to improve the message you're going to write. This is it. So if you put in your thoughts together, sometimes the thoughts are whatever you put in, and the way you express it, you would like to have some other options saying how that can be improved, and that's what we're aiming for. Again, we're not a spinners. We will not spin any articles. And some people I saw that, oh, it's great to have say phrase. We just come up with the research doc in 20 minutes. I just post my blog on. I'm sorry. What did you do? You posted a blog. You cannot do that. This is not your content. So just think you're collecting it for your research. You're not collecting it to create the content that is the stolen from other sites, and you're just
Yeah.
trying to simplify your work. Okay, it's now 15 spent. You did the 2,000 words content and you pluck it on your site. Okay, good luck. Now, first of all, Google will not recognize it as a good content because it's finding there lots of similarity with other contents, and most likely will ignore it, or worst case, it could be even banned, right?
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
So it's
Well,
better off don't play with the fire. So don't go.
yeah, don't plagiarize. I mean, for
Yeah.
crying out
And
loud.
plagiarism, just overall, it's just
Yeah.
plagiarism is not good. One thing is you take the someone else content and see how they write and try to create your own just based on, say, multiple writers' information and see how they do it. You see if you can beat them and put your right side on it, just put your work in it and make it even better. Okay, that's the approach, right?
Inspiration. I mean, hey, inspiration. Now, that being said, if you do excerpt something, be sure to give proper attribution.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That was easy for me to say.
Yeah.
But,
No,
so
nobody. I mean, it's no deny. I mean, no denying that you have. You can use the, say, quotes, and it's fine. Quotes. Just give a proper link and saying the courtesy of such and such.
sorry, I think my cat was rustling the the china in the background. It's like, what was that? Cool. So, are we going to look at the paraphraser today, or the research? What?
Yes. Okay, let's look at the paraphrase. I want to show the paraphraser, so what we have coming. And also, again, like I said, we will have some extra in the next version of release. We will put some extra thought into that.
Okay,
So,
cool.
But right now, that's not like fully ready. So hold on just a second. So let me just pick up this.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
I need to, hold on. I need to share my screen, right? Okay, but let me just get this.
Okay.
So it's interesting for you to see that, huh?
Definitely. It's I'd never heard of spinners until you and I were talking about it a couple of weeks ago.
Well, you know what? I can tell you right now. I mean, I look at them. I tried them before. And you're thinking that, okay, you take the content and you try to spin it. No. I realize that you're wasting your time first because you put in because it's a lot more work for you. Try to rework this some nonsense crap, because when after spinner you get such a nonsense, then you need to deal with how to fix that, and whatever it's saying. Sometimes you just don't get it. Why it's substituted this way? What's the point? You completely lose the point, right? So
Right.
the subject matter is gone, and that's not a good idea. It doesn't matter what they're saying. I just come up with the cop. Somebody saying that. I saw one guy actually building the whole business on this. I mean, not just him, but
Right.
they introduced the AI to rewrite articles, come up with but what it's doing, AI is writing, but still, it's still a machine writing. It's not will be, even though some of them like on the TechCrunch get in on the first spot, saying that there was AI rewritten content. But again, first of all, you're losing the touch with the audience.
Right.
Yeah, plus it's still not original content. Still will put out the crop sometimes. So you really, even though the content maybe will get really good. I mean, as far as putting out the right sentences, but it's not the human. So it doesn't matter what.
Well, and that's one of the things that people have told me over my career, and one of the that I write the way I talk, and I'm sitting there, so well, that's odd. I never really thought about it that way, but they enjoyed the fact that it sounded conversational and that it was in approachable language. Grammarly always gives me kudos for using big words, but I just have a good vocabulary. So
yeah, I like Grammarly. Grammarly is really good. I like Grammarly.
Yeah.
So now that's the app to use for any kind of mistakes, corrections, and the rewarding. They even offering now the rewarding the sentences. I put in the right way, and by the way, I was doing yesterday this about SEO. I wrote completely. I didn't want to include any kind of other research notes, nothing. I just wrote everything from the top of my head, and it didn't take that long because it's kind of subject is dear to my heart. I mean, I spent so
Right.
much on this. So I wrote the article about the SEO. Why? How to simplify really an SEO, and why you really need to optimize your content. Very simple. I mean, you throw I hate this expression, but sometimes they say you throw spaghetti against the wall, but Right? But it's true, right? You throw
Pretty soon you have a messy wall, right?
yeah, you get the messy wall. That's it, all right? But you throw this spaghetti as though something sticks. That's not the strategy, right? So you don't just try to. Okay, you spend a lot of time finding finding what you're gonna write about. But if you don't focus on specific keyword, forget about this. Your article will not be effective. So focus on specific keywords. So let the Google find you by this specific. So not the Google, actually behind the Google, real people sitting at typing the keyboard, right, searching for something. So when they search for something, you want them to find you. If you just simply think that you come up with the greatest content, but if you don't optimize it for one or two specific keywords, forget about that all the work you did, right?
Right.
So this was my message all about. So I tried to put in yesterday. By the way, my and I cannot see now without eyes. I mean, we're getting old, Tom. I mean, without the glasses. I'm putting glasses and I see the little shiny thing going on.
Oh, I know.
And it's distracting. I show my wife, said it's distracting. You put you take off your glasses. I say, I can't. I mean, sometimes I wish I need to look at the computer.
Oh, you'll have to get some sort of polarizing thing so that, it won't anti-reflective.
Yeah.
I think that's, it works that way.
Yeah, could be. Maybe it helps, but I don't know. I wish I could replace just the eyes, eyeballs.
You could do this. I've seen that, like googly eyes or the things on the springs that wouldn't be distracting.
Okay, so you get my. By the way, take a look, see what you think. I went in everything with my message. At first, I was just thinking, okay, I will do the SEO, the tutorial, right? I started off with the tutorial, and I will show like step by step what I'm gonna do in SEO, right? For the article, how you can optimize SEO. When I started with just a simple tutorial, I end up writing this. Okay, why do you need? Because now when you start writing why, one or two sentences not enough. So you need to put, you need to convince people why do you need the strategy. Strategy is so important. You don't waste your time putting you putting out the great content. So you better zoom in and beat exactly. And actually, I gave the comparison to the leading your troops into the war. So this is exactly you find your the weakest spot where you're gonna get in, and then think about the best timing and best you hit in with as forces as possible in one small try to get the gap in your enemy, right, and you attack it in the right time in the right place, and you do it at the full force. So that's the only way to get in. So the same thing with the articles. You don't just let's just throw that in and let's just keep a finger crossed and it will happen. It will not, you just need to,
What do they say? 7 billion articles are written every day?
Yeah, every day.
Something like that.
So how you can compete with that? And by the way, can you live without the content? You know how many people now I'm meeting who is actually, and thanks God, now I have now set up my Facebook page. So Facebook page, now not that page, Facebook group. So it's different thing, right? Facebook group is a group of people working on the same idea, right? So idea is this: I do want to provide help and get the people who is in the same boat, and they see my issues, and we can share, and we can, and also I can use it to build the best app possible. So for me, it's whatever I get the feedback from other people and I can see their struggle. I'm struggling with myself. I'm building the SaaS, and it's not an easy thing. And how to promote the business. And general question, when you step back, how to promote the business. And promoting business, it's a hard thing. Doesn't matter how you build, how nice software you build. If nobody knows it, nobody is. They just don't forget about selling. Just forget about it. So there's nobody will buy. And even if you just bring it right, then nobody will buy because they don't know you. You don't have any traffic to communicate with people. People don't trust you, and so on. So content is important. That's the only way to communicate.
Content is king.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So let me show you the paraphraser, which is coming up, but it's not yet. Not yet really finished because we just finished a few things, but I can show at least a glimpse, right? So when you write an article, so of course, and I hope when the people are watching, they understand, okay, you build the outline, because some people may become as a new. So let me show you that you build the outline, but just simply by creating the blocks. You click the block,
Right.
you give a name, and those blocks are like your chapters, right? So each block is your, like a it's not just a paragraph. That's your chapter in your, not in your novel, but it could be in your novel, but
Right.
it's your chapter in your blog, right? So, okay, it shouldn't be too big. Some people think, okay, I can put 2,000 words in one block. No, not a good idea.
War and Peace. I mean, if you're writing War and Peace, you could have that.
Hey, Tolstoy. Yeah, I read the Tolstoy, and actually, I spent, it took me a long time, but I forced myself because it was it's a great content, but it's a boring as heck, you know. I mean, some of the stuff is boring, but some of the stuff I find really good and but a lot of description, the war, the French, the oldest war of Napoleon, you know. But there's a lot of interesting content as well. But
Sure.
it's a good classic piece, right? The War and Peace. You're talking about the Tolstoy, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and actually, by the way, they forced us
thick,
to.
you know.
Yeah, that thick. By the way, they forced us to read in the school, and we read it in the school, and it was in our program in school. So it was but it's actually good. I'm glad I did it. But some of the stuff is really boring because there's a lot of description, right?
Indeed.
But it's still a good piece, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're talking about the article. Now, it consists of blocks. So, block is an independent entity. It has a complete own. Has. I forgot now. It's escapes my mind. And by the way, I notice I say a lot of Did you notice that? I need to fix that. So I need to work on my pronunciation.
Toastmasters.
Yeah, that's
Seriously.
right. That's
Seriously,
exactly what
Toastmasters.
Yeah.
Well, see, I just did it. That was a filler. You know.
So you be my counter, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Click. Click.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a new counter.
So you counted out how many R's I say. So now I'm gonna be really focusing now. So I'm not saying all right?
One. I'm sorry, that doesn't count.
All right. We are in the editor. So editor is a classic, and I specifically made it as a classic. So it's a very familiar interface. There is no like really too advanced here, but we kind of try to merge everything into like in a drop downs because we have a limited space.
Sure.
Now again, count this thumb. So I hate it now. Now, if I open on the right, on the left side, my assets. So assets, of course, they are research docs. And somebody asked me, oh, I lost the research doc. I just click on assign. So no problem. I just go to all and say reuse your. And by the way, all the research docs are totally reusable. Don't think it's like a huge limitation on the research doc. Actually, I think it's actually even a plus of refocusing on few research docs, but make them as a live document. Just go there and make it as a live. Keeping all the information up to date. That's what's important, and keep it as the best as possibly can be.
Right.
You just click here, assign, and you're there. We have notes, we have libraries. Now we have versions. We already talked about this. Now let's talk about paraphraser. So what the paraphraser? And by the way, here's a great example. Take a look on the Grammarly, right? Now take a look in the grammar. Now talking about Grammarly, see how fast it is. Now I'm just going like this. I'm fixing mistakes, fixing another mistakes, fixing another mistakes. Now removing another comment. Look, now rephrase the sentence. How cool is that? It just tell me that my sentence doesn't look that good. Let me fix that. Paraphraser. Now, I'm sorry, paraphrase. Done. Now, here's me offering the other suggestions. Okay, number of several probably would be better. Now, unsure, it's better than not sure. Yeah, of course. Done. Seconds, and I'm there. Okay, hold on just a second.
Sure.
I have now this and the chat coming in. I should have disconnected here. It's gonna be just stopping me. I just don't know. Okay, I'll come back to this. I really hate that break it up. But let me just, you seen that was actual live what happened.
Yep, I
How
did.
the support
Gotcha.
has happened. So I hear this sound now. I need to interrupt everything and just help.
Oh, in Bismarck, North Dakota, I've been there many times. Up in the Great Plains.
Paste from.
Oh, you misspelled and.
I know.
Oh,
no. It's okay. At least I can edit it here. Yeah, that's a typing. So now you seen live as it happens. So how this is a true day-to-day my work right now, and actually that anybody who is in a SaaS business, this is what you do. You support the customers. So I have a bunch of them is here that I answered. I didn't remove it yet, so I didn't close it yet. So we have. By the way, I should cover this. So I will cover that in now. Okay, let me get back here. So here is the Grammarly in action. So Grammarly is a really cool thing. It makes your writing better. So it fixes the small little things and doing it fast, and also helps you to rewrite. Now, this is the blog that I would want to run through Paraphraser, but Paraphraser is not fully ready yet. I'm waiting right now for update as we speak. Developers are working right now. We're pushing out the new update, but I will show you how it looks like and explain how that will be work in the future after the update.
Cool.
So right now we have this most unique, not most unique. This is a button, right? Yes, pro version, yes. Okay, I'll take care of that after. Let me just get in here for now. So let me just start here. So when I click on run, so of course it's gonna use the credit. So there is no other way for us to justify our cost paying for the server. So we need to have some money to pay for the server. There is a tiny margin is built in, but of course I'm sorry, I cannot give it away totally free because all AppSumas there's a lifetime deals. So lifetime deal is if you use it for lifetime, you probably used up about 10 times of that amount that you pay for AppSuma deal. So in this case, this one is a credit-based system. So you have the block on the right. Now we're sending it to AI. It's gonna run it for some time. It gets use the resources. So this is what you're paying for. You're using the resources. So now let me do this. So I'm sending it in. So I'm waiting for the response back. So it takes the block on the right and send it to AI. Now when we get the response back, it will be broken down into sentences, and I will show you what we will have and how we will have that.
Okay, so that's cool. So you don't have to submit it one sentence at a time. You submit the entire block that you got.
Yeah. Entire block goes in, but block, not the whole article.
Right. I was going to ask if there's a limitation on how large a.
Yeah. So now we received the response back. So we populated it here. Now all we need to do is just click on it to expand it. So you can see this is how that will be laid out. We break down again in the sentences. Now, when we do that, so first, again, this is not yet updated one, but I'll show you here when you click. So you have
look at that.
You have 5 different versions of the sentences that came back from AI. So like this one this one is slightly different from the original version. The original version will be also shown here. Also, you will be able to pick original version because the very first response we will set as a one. Each sentence will be different from the original one.
Okay.
So you have the complete already kind of slightly changed from this one, but of course they will be broken down by sentence. Now, what's good about that? First, when you click on this, you wanna now change this, like this one. Interesting. So this is how the AI gives this, gives this updates.
Horror movie fan. Yeah.
But this one is a short sentence, hard to make different, right? But if you take a look in the large one, so it gives that slightly different variations of the same sentence, so you could see how that changes. Also, that it's already kind of created that. In a such way that if you like the content, when you read about it, you like it, you can actually with one click, you will replace this content. But of course, there will be, you need to do slight formatting, like you wanna put, because all will be broken down on sentences.
Right.
We have no way like putting it all back exactly together, but we will do exactly as this one.
So once you pick the sentences that you like,
Yeah, just
you
simply like
just
this. You pick what you like, you leave it there. You go another one, you pick, let's say, this one, and you keep reading. The one you like, let's say you may not like, you go, say you want to post back original, you can click on original, it will place back. Right now it's not working yet. So this is
Okay.
the concept. Basically, we give slightly different sentences for each. You decide which one is better. Also, one more thing, you have that here going for you is we will have ability, you can drag and drop any sentence. Let's say you take this sentence, you wanna put it maybe here, you can just drag and drop, go up, this one go down, go up, go down. You'll have
Right.
that ability here, not here, because here is your writing spot. This one is where you move this around and you change that any way you want, and you select already pre-built provided by AI sentences for you. So if you like the one slight different versions, just quickly pick what you like, and if you like as is, you can use just one button here, I mean one icon here, and we'll replace the whole thing here. Now the other advantages, of course, you can change to the original sentence back. You can change to slightly that one that you like. Also, you can move them around to align this the sequence of each sentence, because you may want to put some emphasis on the front, maybe take the sentence, move it up, the other one, move it down. So you will have that ability here, but not here. So here you need to do the copy paste, right?
So you've got 5 things on each sentence.
Yeah.
So let's say I've gone through and I pick one there. Now, do I just click that arrow at the top and move all the ones?
Arrow this right here and you move it to the right.
It would take all
It will
the ones
replace. It
selected.
will replace. Of course, you can after just remove the breaks between the sentences, but this one could be done easier. Right now, we just remove the content, and then you can just realign it the way you want. Now,
Cool.
also, and I can tell you what the now again. Remember this movement around of the sentences. We will try to do it for the future machine learning. So right now we can set up our own system that will record before and after. So let's say the first shot we got this, and then let's say you move it around, you make it changes, and then we'll record after as soon as you click on this button. Now, with enough data and with the good data scientist, that we have a really good guy. He's a young guy. He's the student of one of the universities. So we are working with him. So he's pretty good. So he knows this stuff. And what we designed here, he wrote for us an algorithm. So and then we will improve it with the time by also utilizing the machine learning. So if we have enough data, let's say we build 10,000 of this, move to the right. Now we know before and after. We will set up the machine learning that will learn what's the best structure for the sentence, and what the sentences was chosen also will be considered. So we'll think of what the people, and also the possibility is also for the future, like it can be adapted to specific individual style. So that's also a possibility. But again, too early to say, but I would think that AI has a future, big future. So you think about it. Yeah. So this one is integrated here. It gives a lot more even possibilities in the future. Now,
and you can save versions, right? So let's say I want to keep my original, save that as a version, and then you can pop
so
in
what you need to do, just go in the version, click save before you do anything. So in this case, you got your version done.
Right.
So now you go in the, now you have no fear when you go. See, right now it's hidden because this one is might not updated yet on the stage. So if I need to run it again, so let's run it again. So the what you will have is you could create a multiple versions if you want to. You're just using, just trying the different things and setting up the paraphraser for that. But again, it's a 1 credit for 250 words. So basically, and I'm totally open for all these prices, so I'm not hiding anything. Yes, our credits are not free, so they are, each credit is 10 cents. So basically for 10 cents, you pre-buy the you purchase credits before in one sum for like $10 for 100 credits, and you can use them in your paraphrasing tool. Again, like I said, you can move them around. Here, this one gives you a lot more advantages what you can do with the content. You can select different versions. And now, Tom, I want to say the next step what we also will have. And it's kind of really cool. So we're setting up our own synonym algorithm that we'll put it in our database. We already know how to do it. We'll also add it here when you'll have additional switch like synonyms. So
right.
we put that here. So right now we have most unique or not most unique. This one will work as well. So because we have each sentence, we'll have also, but I'm kind of I don't want to give too much of the details of our algorithm, but what I can say, by switching here of the most unique, we're basically switching, reversing the different most unique and least unique sentences in this structure. So with one click of the button, it will change the structure of the sentence and it'll give you the different most unique and least unique. Okay?
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, for synonyms, that's the version 2. Version 2, I'm not sure when it's gonna be planned, but I'm planning to start on it maybe like next week.
I'm just looking for my synonym book.
Yeah, but look,
put it out, you're going to make it obsolete.
Well, if I tell you, so what we're saying, the Quillbot, right? So I love Quillbot. It's really good. It's actually they also stand behind against the plagiarism. But they build their system based on the fact that you want to have a quick, fast version of like enriching your vocabulary. Right. So now take a look at this. If I throw this in a Quillbot, right? This is additional thing that you could say. Now I'm in a Quillbot. I'm going to paraphrase here. But again, Quillbot is a great system, but it's not connected to us, and we cannot. Even though they might have a API and connected, but it's not the point for us to connect because it's too complex. We cannot pre-build this in our set, but we'll do something similar.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much. Who is done? Successfully launched. Yes. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Natalia. Definitely, I can answer that. Looks like it's a Russian girl. I see that by the name, possibly.
Yes.
So, yeah, Natalia. Hold on just a second. Okay, now cool. Take a look. See, this is what I'm showing. But again, I'm not commercial, so I'm don't giving an advertising to Quillbot. It's a really nice, and many people know. So here's the idea: is look, they have like when you hover, you click on this, you see this other different versions, right? Like you wanna steal, it gives you and, although, yet, plus, however. It's great. I love that. So basically, we will do the similar thing now. In our stuff, we will add here our own synonym structure. Maybe not as fancy as a Quillbot, but a similar way. You'll have additional switch here. You click on that, and you will be able to, instead of clicking here and utilizing a 5-sentence structure, you will use that clicking on the once you click synonyms on, you'll click on any word, and it will give you. I mean, it will give you the other combination of the same synonyms and replace it as you go. So you quickly even create a better content by using this system.
Cool. Oh, that's neat.
So this is like
a one glimpse. Of the things that I fight with because I write the way I talk. Grammarly and I often butt heads. No, Grammarly, I don't want to use that word, but thank you.
But you know, Grammarly is actually getting even better and better. Every time I look at this, they keep changing, keep now they're even rewarding sentences. I get now every time when I look at, oh, this is a great company. I love that. The way they
I've used them for years. I just I have a bone to pick with them because one client does not use the Oxford or serial comma, which is a comma before the and. So I'm always getting dinged for that. I can't help it. I want to turn that off. So,
yeah. Sometimes, the comma is one of the biggest things. It usually comes up when I miss the comma sometimes.
I get it all. Always get it wrong. So
but sometimes comes up. sometimes comes up for me as a good paraphrasing. I mean, rephrasing the different some of the sentences, which is great.
Yep. Oh, I don't say I don't use it. I just we have arguments once in a while. Hey,
So
well, I'm
now,
looking at the time here. We're at 40
yeah, we're
minutes.
coming up. So now, do you get the idea of the paraphrasing? And now you know
Yeah,
what's
that's
the
really neat. I
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Thank you. So also we'll make this. It will be two rows original statement, and also you will be able to even select the original if you want it as a one. Let's say you go through the whole thing and say, okay, I want to change this one to that one, maybe change this one to that one, and maybe change this one to that one. Now you're done. So, or maybe this one, just change back to original. You click original, will be there. And then when you hover over this, you click here and we will replace that.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool indeed.
Yeah, thank you. So right now, hopefully this first version will be released end of the day today. If not today, so hopefully they have enough time to complete it tomorrow for sure.
Okay,
Tomorrow
so
for sure
well, how do you get credits? Where do you
credits.
in?
Credits. Okay, when you get in here, of course, it tells you how many credits.
Okay.
Like my balance right now shown. This is what I got the balance, right? So if
Right.
you have balance 0, that will be here as a credit card. I'm not sure why it's not visible now, but it was there before. So basically, oh yeah, I already have the payment method connected. So, but actually, yeah, but actually it was there before, wasn't it? So yes,
Maybe
you can purchase the credits. Hold on. You can purchase the credits directly from here. That will be a link right on. I think it's maybe not. It's a Zoom probably again doing something. You can click here on the link. The link should be visible here, and the credit card will comes up, and you can buy the credits based on just like here. Hold on, let me show you the plagiarism. So in the plagiarism, the same way. And I'm sorry, we cannot do the plagiarism for free because it costs us money, and this one will cost you money. I'm sorry. This one is this one.
So are the credits the same for plagiarism?
Yeah,
and,
exactly the same.
So you're not buying
right here.
individual.
So right here is add credit. So you'll have the same thing there.
Okay.
When let it finish right now. So it's calculating how much content need to be pushed through. So and also it will it give me, see, like this one says for this content of so many words I will need like 11 credits. But this one is a large article. It's like 2,500 words or something.
Okay.
So now this one, when you click on edit, this is the place. You have drop down here starting from $10. So you can buy the minimum of $10. You can buy 100 credits. So
Gotcha.
all say we have a people who actually went in and bought the maximum right there. They say I need the plagiarism. They're using it, they're liking it, and they say they're reasonably priced. Yeah, we have a really tiny margin there. I'm sorry, we're running a business. We gotta make some money. But it is a really tiny margin there, huh?
I said that's the idea. Once you have as much money as Bill Gates, then you can reduce the price.
Then I can run a donation company. Yeah, right. Come on. You're running a business. You want to make money. Why don't you donate everything to everybody and just walk away from your business and close the door? We gotta make money, no matter what. We have somehow we need to make. We don't want too much, but we want a reasonable business. So we don't charge too much. So look at our offers. What we have. We have for lifetime deals. It's like you for one code you can buy and run yourself the complete site. You don't pay nothing for the next years and years to come, right?
Right. No, that's why it's in our best interests that Blogly makes money so that we can continue to use it.
Yeah, so we continue developing it. And the next time I will show more what we have pending. So I hope this feature is kind of people.
Oh, very intriguing. Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing it and giving it a shot. I'm a little provincial in my writing. I like the way I write. So I'm anxious to see what it might, what would come up and show me whether or not, oh, well, that's a better way to say that. Okay, I'll do that.
What?
Oh, no, I'm just kind of going through
this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm anxious to see what it comes up with. And might make me a best-selling novelist.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think I've sold 500 books so far, so that's not going to put me in any list. Maybe at the bottom, but
Okay.
anyway. All right. Well, listen, this is
So
great as always, and I hope you have a fine evening, and we'll look
thank
forward
you.
to
You
talking
too.
again.
And I'm gonna put out this video today, so I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Let the people watch it. We're totally open, and I wanna keep it open. I want questions. Go ahead and fire it up. So we are just like you. We're building a business. So let's we can discuss the issues, what we need, what you need. We wanna know, and we just gonna discuss that here.
Sounds good. All right, Gennady.
Okay.
Have a
Thanks.
fabulous
Yep.
evening. We'll talk again.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye bye.